It is estimated that a little less than 1% of the world's population is aware of the enormous changes that are taking place in the global financial system. The publication of a report on the Basel Committee framework, which is a disclosure framework for crypto risks that has been accepted by a worldwide banking standard setter, is the cause of this development. The study was published by the Bank of International Settlements. The Bank for International Settlements, BIS, the intention of introducing a totally new financial system, which will be known as the FETNet or Internet of Value, and this endeavor is a component of that plan. In light of the fact that regulatory agencies in the United States are leaning toward treating cryptocurrency as if it were conventional money for the purposes of regulatory reporting, the United States Treasury and the Federal Reserve are considering amending the Bank Secrecy Act in order to potentially categorize Bitcoin as money. By the end of the year 2025, it is projected that the Financial Stability Board, the International Monetary Fund, and the Financial Stability Board would have finished their work on a worldwide standardized regulatory framework for Bitcoin. The Central Bank of Canada has disclosed that the application of blockchain technology is what is intended by the term transition to blockchain technology. This information was disclosed by the Central Bank of Canada. Caroline Wilkins, who is a deputy governor of the Bank of Canada, is of the opinion that the current financial technology that is utilized by financial institutions might not be as efficient in the decades to come. As a consequence of this, she is voicing her support for the implementation of blockchain technology. David Schwartz, the Chief Technology Officer of Ripple, has also verified that a lack of confidence among banks is a big cause in the move to cryptocurrency-based transactions, such as XRP. This is a cause that has been confirmed by Schwartz. As a result of the fact that central banks are obligated to carry out their duties in a setting in which the global market is governed by one or more cryptocurrencies that are outside their control, the technology of blockchain presents these institutions with grave challenges. Monetary policy is a key lever that a central banker in charge of the economy may utilize when it comes to regulating the economy, particularly during times of crisis. This is especially true during times of economic instability. The Deputy Governor of the Bank of Canada, who has extensive experience in the field of central banking, believes that blockchain technology has the potential to be a game-changing innovation that can be used across all aspects of the monetary system. These issues are currently being investigated by central bankers, and the Deputy Governor of the Bank of Canada is one of the individuals who is conducting the investigation. When it comes to the implementation of the monetary system, every major corporation is investigating blockchain technology and distributed ledger technology. In addition, in order to construct this new financial system, they are utilizing both public and private technology components. Working together, they are putting a particular emphasis on collaborations between the public sector and the commercial sector. Even though public chains will be utilized, private chains will still require a bridge currency in order to function properly. It is necessary to have a decentralized bridge currency at the center point, which is the reason for this. The Bank for International Settlements BIS, the Financial Stability Board FSB, and Ripple are all working toward the creation of a new financial system that will combine blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, and cryptocurrency. A rapid transformation is currently taking place within the framework of the global financial system. However, the most major issue that is limiting the success of the system in a global market that is dominated by cryptocurrencies is the faith that banks have in the system's ability to carry out its functions in an appropriate manner. The Reserve Bank of India and the British Institute are the co-hosts of the 2023 G20 Tech Sprint, which has the mission of tackling the difficulties that are now being experienced in the financial industry. The goal of the Tech Sprint is to find solutions to these problems. Since its start in the year 2020, the event has been held on an annual basis and has acted as a venue for innovators from all over the world to have the opportunity to demonstrate how new technologies may be utilized to solve some of the most major difficulties that are now being faced by the financial industry. Among the most important concerns is the enhancement of the ways of international payment in countries that are still in the process of development. There are currently a great number of multilateral payment systems that are in the process of being established, and they are showing a great deal of excitement and potential. It is necessary for these platforms to take into consideration the several types of blockchains that are now being utilized, in addition to their capability to manage application programming interfaces, embedded supervision, privacy, and cybersecurity. The 2023 Tech Sprint, which will take place in 2023, will have a key emphasis on the enhancement of international payment systems through the use of technology. India has been a leader in the advancement of domestic payment systems that are not only speedy and safe, but also cost-effective and accessible to everybody. This includes the United Nations Unified Payments Interface as well as the Bro India Stack ecosystem. both of which are instances of this type of procurement. The Group of 20 G20 has been making a significant amount of effort to address this matter by utilizing the G20 Road Plan for the development of domestic and international financial transactions. Through India's innovation hub, Papia has been connected to the TANO system in Singapore. This connection has enabled India to expand upon its prior accomplishments. In addition to this, the Bank for International Settlements (BIS) has been a proponent of the utilization of cutting-edge technologies in order to ease substantial issues that are linked with international financial transactions. A gateway that is capable of connecting local rapid payments to international payments on a big scale has been developed by Project Nexus, which has its headquarters in Singapore. In recent times, it has established relationships with the central banks of Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand in order to enhance the connectivity of payments across the entire region. The Nexus business model will be utilized by these collaborations. In order to build links between prototype retail center bank digital currencies in various nations, Project Icebreaker at the Nordic Center utilized a technique that is identical to this one. In conclusion, the purpose of the 2023 Tech Sprint is to develop digital financial systems that are founded on blockchain technology in order to find solutions to the problems that are currently being encountered in the financial sector. Platforms for multilateral payments are now being created, and they have a significant potential to relieve challenges related with international payments. These platforms are currently being developed today. On the other side, there is a significant amount of work that needs to be done related to the design and development processes. There are 3 areas that should be prioritized whenever multilateral platforms are involved. Protecting the integrity of the financial system, enabling settlements to be carried out using a wide range of currencies, and providing opportunities for the development of new payment services are all important goals. Each and every one of the individuals who took part in this year's Sprint Text have exerted a great deal of work in order to generate original ideas that may be used to address these issues, together with Ripple, Quant Network, and other companies operating in the same industry. They are working together to hasten the transition to the new financial system. Recent events in Russia have led to the ratification of new law that permits the use of cryptocurrencies for international payments. Additionally, the statement of intentions to issue a fully operational CBDC built for consumers and companies in the year 2025 has also occurred as a result of these events. It is predicted that the legislation will be enacted in the month of September, and it is likely that the initial transactions involving cryptocurrency might take place prior to the year coming to a closer to its conclusion. The European Central Bank has been working on the creation of high-privacy facilities in order to fulfill its goal of bringing digital payments, both online and offline, as close as possible to cash transactions. In the legislative debates that are going place with European co-legislators, they are contributing on a technical level to the discussions that are taking place. Both Russia and the European Central Bank are currently working on the preparations necessary to launch a digital version of the euro. There are currently 93 of the world's central banks working on preparing for a CBDC, and it is projected that 95 or more of these institutions will be working on preparing for a CBDC that will be implemented. There is a high probability that the United States will accept stable currencies that are based on the United States dollar, such as Ripple USD and private sector currencies. Should Russia decide to implement this, it will be the beginning of the game for Bitcoin transactions that take place across international borders. There is a likelihood that the United States will have a stablecoin law in place by the end of this year, bringing it in step with developments that have occurred in other nations, such as Russia and the European Central Bank. Decoration: the next 2 years will not only be a game changer for the acceptability of cryptocurrencies, but they will also be a game changer for regulation.